we've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And it's caught. It's Flowers. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Jackson now. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on field.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
To throw again is Jackson. Flush to his right. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Thornton, the motion man right. Throwing now is Geno. That is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
13X. No ball. Tuesday. Hey, it's a clip. Look.
Geno now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football. Now Zach thrown back in the other direction. We'll pull out a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And that's a wise decision. Remember, he threw the pick on the last drive. This time he says, I'm not forcing one. I'm just getting it out of here.
Possibly a turning point. This is 3rd and long. Jackson will throw again. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
That's good for Baltimore. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. This is caught by Tucker. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 32 that time. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And a huge mistake late. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. That's back-to-back drives that have looked pretty good. The offense was moving the ball, but in both cases, the defense comes up with a big INT to get off the field.
How about the layers of intrigue that continue to get added as we watch this game unfold? Both offenses, they're a little bit discouraged with how their drives ended. How will each respond now and can either mount another positive series that ends in points for their team?
After the interception, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Going deep for Walker. They've got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 58 yards.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
2nd and 10.
Yeah. Hey, Alfred, what are you? No,
Here's Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now it's Jackson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. On his loop for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's 1st down. Smith. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught.
Well, they're not going to go quietly. That's a big play right there. 2 scores down. They're not out of this, but they've got to move.
Now 1st and goal. Smith going to move them around.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Genty is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
He was taken
back at the 4. Here's 2nd and goal.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Smith.
At the Ravens 4-yard line.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Here's 2nd and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. They're looking deep here for Flowers. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Raiders are going to have it here just past the 25. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Smith's going to throw it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Another for all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. A big play here, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Genty. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Eluding the play. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's Jackson. And Walker has it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Being chased out left. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Yeah. What are you? That's hot.
Throwing is Jackson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Hey, report. Hey, middle. You.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Just keeping the play alive. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.